What's up, guys? In this video, we are breaking down the film of Jayden Daniels, the quarterback for LSU Tigers, projected to go in the top 5 of this year's NFL draft. Some say he could be the second quarterback off the board. So let's go ahead and dive right into the film. This first game is early in the season against Florida State, might be game number 1. First plays right here is pretty nice design. You get a trips close, roll to the right, set back the feet, and then you throw the running back traffic route on the backside. Jayden Daniels does a really good job in this concept of when he rolls, he sets his base and really squares up his shoulders, lead shoulder to target, and hits his running back in stride, and that allows him to continue the yards after the catch. Could have easily thrown that one behind him. So the scenario on this one is 4th and goal, so they are just trying to go ahead and score instead of kick for points. They run a switch concept at the bottom of the screen, and one to the front pylon, one to the back. He did not trust it. He holds on to this football, and he ends up taking a sack. He's got to just believe in it, rip it, and live with the consequences because it's 4th and goal. This is a bad situational awareness right here by Jayden Daniels. He's got to know when and where, time and place, and the situation in the football game. You cannot afford to take those sacks and leave with no points on the board. Now on this one, they're motioning out to empty, and he's going to have his back completely wide open, but he also missed a chance at a backside dig coming across. But either way you slice it, this running back is wide open for him. He cannot be afford to miss these type of throws. He just air mails this right over the head, and you're going to see some inconsistencies with his film like this right here. You cannot afford to air mail it that bad when you're going into the next level. It's an area that he's going to have to improve. This next one right here shows a great example of him just being able to maneuver in and out of the pocket and be able to throw a little bit off balance, but does a great job of squaring his shoulders and hitting his receiver on a mesh route. Has to be forced to slide step to the left and continue to still throw to the right, hits his receiver in stride. This is one of his pros. Very nimble within this pocket. Pocket collapses to the right, shuffle to the left, throw back right, hits his receiver on stride, and continue to be able to have the opportunity for yards after a catch. Real quick before we move on, guys, if you would, hit that subscribe button. We are grinding towards 10K, closing in on 9K. So if you would, if you like anything and everything football, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Join the community today. So the one thing when I'm watching Jayden Daniels' film is, of course, he's an elite athlete, and he's going to have to utilize his legs in the pros because it's one of his strong suit. But he runs so high, and he has given himself up to some brutal hits. Right here, he just presses into A-gap, jumps, and gets completely decapitated. He cannot afford to give his body up like that at the next level, or it's not going to pay off really good. Now, on this one, I think this is a little bit of predetermination on Jayden Daniels' part, and it really cost him. He's just going to throw this go route at the top, but he's going to be bracketed with the press corner and the safety over top. Because of that, he really missed a wide open receiver in this nasty slot position right here, just running a quick slant, really opened up the middle of the field, and also missed his running back on a nice angle route. Could have thrown it right here in this nice window right in the middle of the field, or the back coming out of an angle route. Instead, he throws the go ball and really puts his receiver in a terrible position. He gets knocked out, and it was just a bad decision, but to me, it looks like a predetermination. He thought it's just press coverage. He can look the safety off. He does not, and really puts the receiver in a bad spot. Now, of course, his biggest strong suit going to the next level is his playmaking ability with his legs. You can see right here, just the C's kind of part early in this concept. I don't really think this was a draw at all. He just saw A-gap wide open very quickly with no backers, and he just takes off. And he's got a type of elite speed at the quarterback position that this can be utilized as an equalizer at the next level. But when watching his film, I do see some scenarios where he looks to run a little bit too quickly, and he's missing some open receivers down the stretch. Like I say, this is going to be a major part of his game, but he's got to be able to develop the situational awareness on when to do it, and B, not give himself up to some massive hits. In this scenario, this is one of those situations where he pulls the trigger and runs a little bit too quickly. Malik Neighbors just motioned from left to right, and the pocket is going to get tight and it's going to collapse. But he missed an opportunity to hit Malik Neighbors on a quick little mesh route across the field right here. If he hangs in that pocket and is able to deliver this mesh route, you've got long vertical routes going down the field to your best receiver. You're able to pitch it and catch it, and might end up being a massive play. Instead, he only gets a few gains and he has to take an unnecessary hit. Like I say, the pocket does get tight, but that's going to be the scenario in the NFL. He's got to be able to hang in right here. Don't look to leave so quickly. Dump that ball off to one of your best receivers and allow him to do what he does best. Now, this next play, it's going to be a situation where we see him stand in that pocket and deliver a throw while taking pressure right to his face. Top of the screen, a deep comeback route. I believe he's getting corner pressure from this nickel corner right to the face. Yep, here comes that safety right downhill. He just stands in, throws, and rips a deep comeback route. Even though he had pressure, this situation, he doesn't look to escape and make a play with his legs. Hangs in there with the pressure going right at his face and has to deliver a throw from the right hash to the opposite numbers. This is a big-time throw, and this is a part of his game that can elevate at the NFL level. Next, getting into the Ole Miss film. It's a good old dagger concept with a deep crosser and a post at the top of your screen. The middle of the field closed. They have a safety over top. He's going to be picking and reading off that safety. If he crashes at all, he's got the post. If he continues to backpedal out, maybe like a cover 3, then you're really going to work to that dagger concept or the flat. Safety starts to work down, rip the post, and hits his receiver in stride just off of the fingertips. You don't catch them all. These are lower percentage type throws, but really good job with his feet in the pocket. Slide to the right ever so slightly. Rip this one. You cannot put that in a better spot. It's a really good throw by Jayden Daniels. Now on this one, missed a couple people coming wide open and elected to run a little bit too soon. I'll freeze it at the top. You've got like an out and a post at the top and then a dig route across in the middle. Going to freeze it right here. Really missed an opportunity to rip the post as soon as the switch happened. But then you can also see the middle of the field is just so wide open. That dig coming across is there. And the pocket was not even that bad. But he elects to run too soon. And he's missing people down the field. And instead allowing his body to take some unnecessary hits. And, just getting minimal gains. Look at it from the end zone copy. I do not think this, like I say, the middle of the field's open. He's got to find ways to just hang in that pocket a little bit longer. Just because it opens up right here doesn't mean to take off and run with your legs. Just hang in that pocket. Your line's got you. Look down the field. The middle of the field, that drag is wide open. Could have hit it for a big gain. Instead, it's a missed opportunity. Don't get me wrong, his legs is his biggest strong suit, but here's an example of him running so high that if he continues to allow himself to take hits like this, his career might not last that long. Escapes pocket, does great, but he's running high. Should have just went down right there, still fighting for extra yards, and then, damn. He cannot afford to allow himself to just expose his body to some of these big receivers. This is a huge momentum change in this game right here, and he's lucky that he was able to pursue on in this game. Do not allow these NFL linebackers to just take free shots. You are going to be a franchise quarterback for an elite franchise. They want to see you play for 10 to 15 to 20 years, whatever. They do not want to see you just getting decapitated. He's got to be more aware. On this one, bottom of the screen is going to run a switch concept and kind of an out and up hitch with a post on the outside. And this is one of his best anticipatory throws that he's had on tape. And this does look really well for his NFL growth. Hit that in the spot right there. Tight window. This is what he's going to have to do at the NFL level. Just people are not going to be wide open every single time. He's got to anticipate the windows. And honestly, I think he does this at a better clip than Caleb Williams. This is the biggest fear that I have for Caleb Williams is that he doesn't anticipate throws and he just throws when people are just now starting to get open. Right here for Jayden Daniels, a little hitch and a fade route at the top of the screen. He places this ball up where one of his best playmakers can go get it. It's not in a position where a defender can make the play. This ball is either a touchdown or it's an incompletion, and it's a great, perfectly thrown ball. Really good job in the pocket. Sets his feet, lets this ball rip to the back pylon. Big score for the Tigers. This is what NFL offenses will love. Quarterback draw. They're going to lead the center and the running back up, pull, take, and like I say, he does got some breakaway speed. It's just being able to utilize this at the NFL level and then just get out of bounds like you do here. There's nothing wrong with that. You need to play for 10 plus years in the NFL. You don't need to get hurt. Get in, get out, get as many yards as you can. Start to utilize that sideline to your friend. Get out when the play's over. Another switch concept here at the bottom and another anticipatory throw. Look at that safety start to walk down. As soon as he walks down, he knows, rip the post right now. And this is what, when you anticipate windows, that's what it allows to happen after is the yards after the catch. Trying to find my words. Because he hits this receiver in stride, he anticipates with that safety coming down, hanging that pocket. He took a big shot to the face as soon as he thrown that, but he gets rewarded. Hang in that pocket, throw that window throw, and you get big plays off of that. Now we move on to Alabama. Got a post shot right here. Right now, the middle of the field is closed with the top safety, but they're going to roll their coverage, and Jayden Daniels is able to see this. Very going to be an elite prospect in the NFL. I truly believe he might be the best receiver out there, maybe better than Marvin Harrison Jr. the more I watch him on tape. But like I say, just set your feet, rip this football, hit him in stride. There's no waiting for Malik Neighbors. Really good decision there for Jayden Daniels. This next one, another example of him just being able to straight man coverage, and you allow these downfield vertical routes and you're turning your back to Jayden Daniels, you're going to have to utilize someone for a spy, and there's no one sitting home for Alabama right here, and then right there you get him in space and he's able to make some grass work for him. You're going to that next level. No, I'm probably sounding a little repetitive right now, but when the play seems done and you get what you can get out of it, protect that body. Protect the football and protect that body. A franchise is going to want him for many years. Just try not to take those huge hits at the end of each run. And on top of that is just not trying to go to his legs too quickly. Because he's had so much success with his legs, he has missed people open down the field at times. Hang in there in that pocket, develop your passing game, and then use it when it's needed. Use it when it's needed. Like say, when I'm watching him on tape, I did feel like he progressed so well from week 1 all the way to the last week. And of course, it showed, he won the Heisman, one of the best players in college thrown all year, and it resulted in a touchdown. He rips this early enough. He knows that the safety's hanging around. He's got to put that strength behind the football, rips it tight, and he gets rewarded for a big-time touchdown. And on this last play right here, once again, a little hitch and a fade, and this is incredibly well covered. And Jayden down Malik Neighbors here soon because he just makes unreal catches. This is so well defended, and Malik Neighbors just catches it in stride and makes it look easy. But with that being said, such a great ball placement by Jayden Daniels. I see the upside with Jayden Daniels, and I personally think, like when I'm watching all these quarterbacks, I think Drake May and Jayden Daniels has a higher ceiling than Caleb Williams. I don't know if it's the off-the-field issues that's kind of starting to affect my mind a little bit, but when I watch Caleb Williams throw, I don't see much of an anticipatory thrower. I see him throwing people when people become open, and he's got to be able to develop that in the game. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. If you are interested, we've got a breakdown video of Drake May on the channel and Caleb Williams. Go click on one of those videos right now. As always, guys, stay humble, stay kind. Peace.